Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So in this video, I would like to focus a little bit more also on the bearish wave count. I've shown you the bullish breakout patterns here in the last few days and couple of weeks quite detailed, yeah, because we are working on a potential breakout here. Absolutely, I'm convinced that we at least are working on it. However, I also mentioned to you until we break this resistance level here at around 23,000, yeah, it's a bit of a zone, there is still significant downside potential. Only above this level, that downside potential would get much lighter, yeah, so it will be reduced basically. We need to get above this level to really confirm that we are here in an impulsive breakout pattern that also has a certain sustainability and that is substantial. And that level is just key here. Now we cannot even get through this here at the moment. However, we take a look at the latest developments on the bullish wave count, but I also will show you the bearish wave count. There are basically always two alternatives, a bullish and a bearish version, and both of these have certain target levels, and I'm going to show you for both of these what needs to happen so that each of these wave counts now comes into reality. So at the moment, this is the bullish wave count for Bitcoin, assuming that we started down here at 17,500, moved up in a wave 1 here, an impulsive wave 1, that is a clear impulse. We came down in a very clear 3-wave move down in a wave 2, and we now are working here on this purple wave 3 up here, which will peak at somewhere around 26,000, 26,500. However, in this wave 3, we are currently working on our sub-waves. So in my opinion, the most likely one is that we have seen the wave 1 here already. We came down in a wave A, we moved up in a wave B, an overshooting wave B, and we are now coming down in a wave C. Now, that's what I already mentioned to you earlier today. It looked a little bit like that we were already breaking out here, but it was important to hold this support. Yeah, it didn't. It didn't hold support, so again, the retest failed. That is why I oftentimes mention to you how relevant that retest of a support level is. Now it failed. It didn't even test once. It failed straight away, and that led to a more bearish outcome here. Yeah. So not a problem. Absolutely within scope here. And I did mention to you before as a possible target for this wave 2 here in white. Yeah, and I'll take those trend lines out. The area here around 20,700 to 20,800, around that wave 4 low that we see here. That was also based on the Fibonacci retracement levels for that correction. You can take a look at that, and you can see that we are exactly here in the region between the 38.2% and the 50% Fib level. So if we really lose this level, yeah, next support would be 20,433, but I think significant support will be found here around 20,100, which is the 78.6% Fib level. Not only that, it is also an area of previous support here and here. So this will then still be that wave 2 low. This can go a little bit lower. That is just absolutely possible in this scenario. In also a bullish scenario, we can in this wave 2 come lower. I even told you in the previous video, if we already go up from here, it would be super bullish because the retracement for a wave 2 was a little bit too short. Yeah, because if we take a look again at those Fibonacci retracement levels, we did not even retrace down to the 38.2% Fib level. Now we obviously did it, yeah, and even reached the 50%, which is for a wave 2 absolutely okay. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we now even see the 61.8 or the 78.6% Fib level. That is all okay and all within scope here. Now we can also take a look at the target just based on taking the Fibonacci extensions here. Let's take a look if we and again here as well, yeah, from a target point of view, not looking at the retracement levels. That is one way of measuring the targets. Another target would be by looking at the length of the wave A and projecting this onto the wave C. So to find out when a wave C could be finished, you take the length of the wave A, you add it to the wave B, or to the high of the wave B in this case, and one key target would be the 1.618 extension level, and that was reached perfectly as well here at 20,700 roughly. Yeah? So again, from that point of view, actually, the wave C could now be complete. However, we would want to count 5 waves. Yeah, so we can already count here in this C wave. Wave C consists of 5 waves, a 1, a 2, here I would say a wave 3. Can take a look at that if that works from the extensions. Not quite. So at the moment though, you know, we could possibly count it as wave 3, but it would be a very short one. Yeah, personally, even though the target for the wave C matches, I would rather think we come down a little bit lower, given that we actually cannot really in a clean way count 5 waves yet. I think there will be one more move down, and again, a possible one for that would be that wave 2 low here. Yeah, so technically from the retracement levels, targets reached, but the wave C, I would say, is missing another leg down. Okay, so that, in my opinion, could reach it at $20,200 level. Yeah, that wave 2 low that we just talked about. Okay, so that is the bullish wave count, because from here then, if that wave 2 is finished, we would reverse to the upside in a wave 3 here in white. Yeah, those targets for the wave 3 will shift now a little bit, given that the wave 2 moved down a little bit lower, but we'll adjust them. They will move a little bit lower now as well for the wave 3. But again, then we'll work our way up here and we'll reach in that wave 3 in purple the area around 26,500. Now, what is the bearish wave count? The bearish wave count, and this is again just here a snapshot here on the 4-hour chart. The bearish wave count would assume also here we came down in the wave 3, moved up in a wave 4 here in May. We then made a 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah, so this here was then not the 5 as it is here. We have to count this slightly differently and would then come to the conclusion that this was only the wave 3. We are then moving now up in a wave 4. And in such a retracement of a wave 4, let's take a look at where we actually are. So from the wave 2 peak here, we take just the retracement levels, and you can see that we have reached the minimum retracement for a wave 4 already, but you would normally expect it to reach the 23K level. This is the ideal retracement for a wave 4. Now we haven't reached that level yet. This also gives you the idea why I'm telling you that we will really need to get through this 23K level resistance to make it less likely that this is still a corrective wave. Yeah, so if we push through here, it will get less likely that it is still a corrective wave 4. If we get to this level and bounce off strongly, we could have really the view here that we are only in a corrective wave up and we're already starting our wave down. This is also previous resistance here from the 16th of June. So without a problem, we could reach the 23K level here. We could even go a bit higher, but then it depends a little bit on the chart structure. At the moment, we have 3 waves only here, okay? But if we have one more up, then we could already look at something more bullish. But again, that 23K level is very important. So without a problem, we could reach that, without a problem. From here then, we would move down, would need to make a lower low compared to that $17,500 level. And what would be the targets? And for that, for the low, for the targets, there are a few targets. So then if we look at now targets for this 5th wave, what we can do is we take the length of the wave 1 and we add it to a possible wave 4 high. Now the wave 4 high will be possibly 23K. We cannot really calculate it yet because we don't know yet where the wave 4 will be. What I can tell you, the higher the wave 4 will go, obviously there's a point when it gets too high, it's just unrealistic that it's still a wave 4. But the higher the wave 4 goes, if it is the wave 4, then also the target for the last dump will move higher. As you can see here, if I move that higher, you see that those targets go up as well. I'll now move it to 23K because that I think that is a very realistic level for a wave 4 here. And then we can take a look at these Fibonacci extension levels. So you would normally expect here the 1.618 extension, absolutely realistic, but that would even be a higher low compared to the wave 3. So it doesn't make sense. Let's go to the next target. The next target is the 200% extension of the wave 1. That would be at 16,778. Absolutely realistic level. I think that would be the beginning, yeah, of the target here, of the target range, the 200% extension. And honestly, I think we can go down all the way here to the 3.618 extension. It is at the moment not possible, and that would be here at $11,700. And it is at the moment not possible to calculate that further in more detail until we know how the first subwaves of that fifth wave look like. So that nearly goes down. That nearly goes down to the 88.7% Fib level for Bitcoin as well, which is around 10.6K. I guess we could even activate the 400% extension here. Just do that. Because that should, yeah. So let's just do that, because then it goes down to the 88.7% Fib level. It's quite a large target area. But anywhere in here with these support levels, yeah, here always the 200, the full numbers or the 0.618s usually will then act as more significant support. With the first one, I would expect around 16,780. Then we've got 14,852, 13,661, 11,735, and around 10,500 here. Yeah? So this is what we just need to look at. And when we then peak in the wave 4, and when we then see the first wave and the second wave, then we can calculate the next targets more precisely. And that would be the bearish wave count. Which one will work out in the end? I don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Very clearly. Yeah, I don't know. I also don't have a crystal ball here at the moment, but these are the things that need to happen to make the bearish or the bullish wave count happen now. To invalidate, for example, this bullish wave count, we need to go, honestly, we just have to go below 17,500. Until then, unfortunately, we can make this work in a bullish scenario, yeah, because the wave 1, this was a wave 1, and the wave 2 here, yeah, is not allowed to get below that beginning of the wave 1, and that is at 17,500. And then we would reach one of these target levels that I've just indicated. And it is just very early in a possible uptrend, and therefore things are still very much in the making. And we need to keep an eye on those resistance levels. At the moment, my feeling, yeah, would be that we are actually here already working on our breakout. And that we are indeed starting to move up. But I cannot confirm this until we break here at least that $23,000 level. And I'll definitely keep you updated. Subscribe if you want those daily updates and regular updates if things are changing, and obviously likelihoods change all the time, so I'll keep you updated as well. So yeah, hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.